Presentation on Rules and Ideology of MMM by DEFRI Edison, 19 Batch School Manager, MMM Global. What is MMM? MMM is not a bank. MMM does not collect your money. MMM is not an online business, HYIP, investment, or MLM program. MMM is a community where people help each other. MMM gives you a technical basic program which helps millions of participants worldwide to find those who need help and those who are ready to provide help for free. All transferred BITCOINS to another participants are your help given by your own goodwill to another one, absolutely gratis. If you are completely confident and certain in your actions and make your mind to participate, we kindly ask you to study carefully all warnings and instructions first. In cases of any matter regarding the topic, our online consultants are ready to help and answer all your questions. MMM is a global community of financial aid and donation exchange. MMM is a social network that connects the one who wants to donate money with the one who wants to get money. Participants transfer money directly to each other. Peer-to-peer system. No central account. It will not collect your money. Founder of MMM, Sergey Mavrodi, is a founder of the MMM social financial community. MMM is sure to be his life work, but not the only one. Sergey Mavrodi, having a degree in mathematics, worked as a programmer and took part in the development of the first operating systems. The company he founded was one of leading computer equipment distributors in Russia. He was a deputy of the Russian parliament. His literary works were published and they are sold in bookstores. 2 of his screenplays were made into movies. His poems were turned into songs. How does IT work? MMM is a community of people providing each other financial help on the principle of gratuitousness, reciprocity, and benevolence. We use Bitcoin infrastructure in our transactions. In MMM, you don't have to make contracts or pledge your property. In MMM, there are no lenders and no debtors. Everything is very simple. One participant asks for help, another one helps. The only thing that MMM demands from its participants is to be honest and kind to each other. You ask for financial help when you need it. You give financial help when you are able to do it. In their transactions, MMM participants operate with BITCOINS. It is the best possible way to organize smooth transfers between participants from different countries. Like Bitcoin causes revolution in financial relations, so MMM causes revolution in social relations between people. This combination of MMM and Bitcoin ideas of fair and free financial system makes possible for us to establish significant changes in modern world. Registration bonus. After having registered and making the first donation, the participant receives a bonus in the amount of bonus $20, donate $50 until $499, bonus $50, donate $50 until $2,999, bonus $100, donate more than $3,000, referral bonus, you get 10% from all deposits of the participant you invited. Inviting new members into the community is your additional contribution to its development, but nobody forced the members of the community to invite new participants, but at the same time, understanding that MMM network can't exist without development and participants' encouragement in the form of referral bonuses motivate many people to take an active position. Managers bonus. Managers of the MMM community can create their own multi-level structures and get a bonus from each of the donation of every participant in their structures make. This is a multi-level bonus. Thus, a manager can have his own leader, whose rank is higher. Manager's bonus depends on his level in the community. Manager's bonus. 5% from the second level, 3% the third level, 1% the fourth level, 0.5% the fifth level, 0.3% the sixth level, 0.1% the seventh level, 0.05% the eighth level, 0.03% the ninth level, 0.01% the 10th level, to infinity. Information about MMM. MMM is global and widespread. Bitcoins. 138 million members in 107 countries. 4 years of activity and $14 billion assistance provided. the fastest growing community of people in the world. MMM is 100% legal in the whole world. Ideology MMM. The modern world is bad. It is inhumane, unfair and unjust. This is the world of money. It is not for the people, it is for those who produce money, for bankers and financiers, and ordinary people just serve them as attendants. They sweep their palaces. What lies behind this social welfare? Labor. But why does the banker live in 100 and 1,000 times better than worker, than peasant? Why does wildcatter live better? All of them. Do they work harder? It's nonsense. It's ridiculous to say. They do not even produce anything. No material values. But why? Don't you know? Moreover, perhaps you wonder with all sincerity now, reading all of this. Well, banker and worker, simple hard worker like me or my neighbor Johnny, it cannot be compared. Banker as a bank, money, relations and contacts. But who are we together with Johnny? Nobody, naturally. The banker lives better than we do, but there is nothing natural here. The point is that everyone got used to this earned, etc., etc. state of affairs, and they took it for granted. As a matter of course, a banker has to live better and it cannot be otherwise, but it may be otherwise. So why? Why does banker work less, but live better than worker or miner? However, intuitively you've got the answer by yourselves, because the banker is a bank, money, exactly, money. This is the whole point, the cornerstone. And about the money we should talk more in details. Work harder than me. No, then why does he live better? So, what is money? Have you ever thought about it? The calculation tool, the measure of labor, as we are told from childhood, almost from the cradle. We have to work and work. The money won't fall down from the sky. They should be honestly and hardly, etc. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Familiar ad nauseum. Say it. By the way, Abramovich, Russian oligarch, multimillionaire owner of English football club Chelsea, who honestly and hardly earned all his billions. Just for fun, say it. How do I earn money honestly? You will laugh to death. Yes. We have to work, but what should we expect in the end? A small pension and half-starved old age. Poverty. You have spent all your life working on some oligarch. You have been taken away all your power, energy and health. You've been squeezed like a lemon, and after that you've been just thrown into the dustbin as the fulfilled material. Is this necessary? But this is the reality, horrific reality of modern society. This is what we should all expect in the end, almost certainly. Everything ends up in this way for the vast majority of people in today's world, as it ended up for their mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers, as it will end up in the present state of affairs for their children and grandchildren, great-grandchildren, then, in their turn, for their children and grandchildren, and so on, the way the world. Why? All of this is wrong, unfair, it must not exist. Why do some people have everything, but others have nothing? Why do some people walk in golden slippers, but the others barely make ends meet? They don't know how to feed their children, although all of them work honestly. Why does it happen? After all, we are the people, the brothers, we are equal, aren't we? Then why? Perhaps you are equal in the rights, aren't you? Oh, I forgot about the rights, as it is written in our Constitution, isn't it? By the way, there are a lot of things written on a fence, too. Nice and intelligent things. Read in your spare time. You will be inspired by these things. Smiley face. And what kind of equal rights do we have with a guard or banker? I'm just curious. The right to work, well, we have such a right in our country. Nobody argues work hard for the benefit of you work hard at the factory. And he, quick, as they say, to each his own. The right to elect and to be elected. Well, you can elect, of course, you're welcome. Just vote, no matter how people vote. The most important, how these votes are counted. Smiley face. And what about to be elected? Are you going to be elected somewhere? Do you have the money for that? Gold reserved for the election campaign? No, so breathe smoothly and relax. Come back to your factory. Continue to work hard and do not rock the boat. This feast of life is not for you. It is for those who are more equal than you. What else is there? However, it is not the essence. There is no sense for further continuation. I hope everything is already clear. What kind of equal rights you both have and who are more equal? It's all about universal equality and fraternity. It is figured out, I think. Now we move on to the money. We won't talk about the measure of labor. These are fairy tales for idiots. Money is not any measure of labor, otherwise you'd live like a lord. Or maybe you don't work too much, I don't know. Smiley face. But what is money? Shackles, fetters, chains. Durable and unbreakable chains, holding the slaves in subjection more reliably than any steel. What are slaves in the 21st century? Do you ask me what slaves? You and me, all around. You, me, him. Her, all of us, we are all slaves, slaves of money. More precisely, we are slaves of those who print the money. We are slaves of our masters. Nothing has been changed at all during all these centuries on earth. Oh ho ho, we lived so far in the slave system. Only outwardly everything has become more decent, more delicate and more sophisticated. Our shackles are no longer heavy, rusty, and steel. They are invisible and weightless now. They don't seem to exist. You can go wherever you want. You can do whatever you want. You are free, but in fact the shackles still exist. And damn, you are not free. Freedom is an illusion. Money, that's the point. Well, where can you go without money? It is not the Stone Age today. You cannot live in a cave, you cannot dress yourself in animal skins, and you cannot hunt for mammoth. And where are they? These damn mammoths. Smiley face. You need a house, clothes, food, and this is all about money, 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 and once again money. After all, everything around is just for the money. You cannot make a single step without them. But where to find the money? That's right, you have to earn them. Do you hear? Clatter of chains, whistling of the whip, and shouting of overseers. Have you ever thought that it is immoral to sell yourself, that it is a kind of prostitution to sell your own strength, brains, time? Where is the difference from the selling of your own body? Yes, but you will object that people have to work. If everybody would stop doing their jobs, what's going to happen then? We will resettle to caves again, and we'll get dressed in animal skins, won't we? How is the financial world organized? It is a pyramid. The Fed, U.S. Federal Reserve System, is at the top. The Fed prints dollars. How much? As much as it wants, of course. Fed adheres to some of its own internal rules and regulations. It tries, for example, not to print too many dollars to prevent complete devaluation of the currency, etc., etc. But in principle, Fed can print as many dollars as it wants. At least, there are no any external limitations for that. Absolutely. The U.S. Fed is guided solely by the reasons of expediency. The lower levels of this global pyramid are the central banks of different countries. All other local national banks are situated on even lower levels. Of course, all of this is slightly simplified. But in general, everything corresponds to reality and reflects overall picture. Why do we need banks? Speaking figuratively, banks play the role of blood vessels in the social organism. Through these vessels, the money, blood, from the heart, the central bank, enters to all its organs. Money, blood, wash these organs. They bring life to them. It's not me. You can find this information in any textbook on economics. Well, okay, the blood vessels, wash, all of this, of course, is wonderful, but the main question is, why does the banker live better than worker? We still have no answer. So what that he's blood vessel, should we give him cash bonus for the vouchers for enhanced diet? For example, build houses or bake bread. It is also very important, is he, because there is lie around USA, huge, continuous, monstrous lie. Do not believe anything that is broadcasted daily on TV by satiated and well-groomed masters of life. And people are not equal, and the money is not even a measure of labor. All of this is an insolent and shameless lie, 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 and lie once again. It is the noodles which is hung on your ears. Why do they do this? Just to make easier to manage people. So you are an oligarch now, or even an ordinary worthless deputy. Are you equal with others in what? You live in a different way, eat in a different way, and rest in a different way. In one day he spends more than you spend in a year. His wife doesn't get out of Portugal, and yours. He is treated in the best Swiss clinics. And what about you, his children and yours? Have you compared? Well, where's your equality? Saya akan presentasi tentang terima kasih tell him menonton presentasi dari saya, Anda bisa bergabung bersama kami melalui link berikut klik link http://